Welcome to On My Radar, a showcase of games in early access or demo status that I'm interested in playing and sharing with you all. Now, this next game hits close to home as a longtime MMO tank. Even though I was really put on this planet to be a Holy Paladin, I played Prot for years, tanking dungeons in the Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, and this game resonated with me the minute I saw it. It's called Don't Lose Aggro. It's a single-player MMO tank simulator developed by a solo dev, Oren Koren. You play as a nameless plate-wearing tank, and your job is to keep your party member alive and complete your mission. It's even complete with bitchy teammates that stand and stuff and blame you for dying, right? The gameplay consists of 3 loadouts, a Crusader, which is like the prot warrior from World of Warcraft. Whirlwind comes with this loadout, and it says you get a defensive boost for each toughness stack, but that it also applies to each other shield. So I'm not really sure what to make of it, but I have fun with this one. Disc plays like Prot Paladin, so obviously that's the one that I use the most. It rewards Prot Paladin gameplay with increased block chances and blocks reducing shield throws cooldown. It comes with Retribution, which is basically like a mix of Holy Shield and Shield Bash. And then there's Vice Grip, which is a really cool, different sort of take on this whole thing. There's no auto attack, but what you get instead is a regular damage over time effect when you have aggro, and it permanently stacks damage per toughness you spend. And this, to me, definitely kind of seems like the choice for longer events. Toughness is this game's resource mechanic. Some abilities use toughness, others generate it. Having more toughness makes you take less damage based on what I can gather. You can see it in the video here. It goes up and down based on what moves I use. Speaking of which, there are 9 abilities you can choose from per run, all of which stem from some kind of MMO spell book. You start with 1 by default and get to choose others throughout your event. The Steam page says there's 10. I don't know where the last one is, but all of these kind of feel right at home in your traditional MMO tank playbook. You have initiators like Charge and Ground Slam, which is basically a heroic leap. You have aggro grabbers like Taunt and Judgment, which is just taunt on wheels. You throw your sword at somebody and they come get you. And other utility moves like Shield Throw, Protect, which is basically Blessing of Protection. Pull is this game's version of Death Grip, and more. As you level up in the run, modifiers are added to each set of abilities, adding taunt to them, making them hit harder, decreasing their cooldown, or giving them other miscellaneous properties. It kind of gives you that roguelike kind of feel to it. I appreciate it. I do have my preferred sort of talent upgrades that I choose, but it's nice to have options sometimes. As of recording, there are 2 companions in the game, a healer and a ranger. There are more that have been teased, like a summoner, a mage, and a rogue, but they're not in the game just yet. And both of these characters, it's funny, are clearly written from the tank's perspective. They complain, they stand still, they die when somebody looks at them. Admittedly, I don't really use the ranger all that much. It was a little difficult for me to figure out how to use it. Also because the healer comes basically with Consecrate, which as a Prot Paladin, I kind of default to as my main aggro grabber. It also has the added benefit of healing you over time, so I definitely go with that. You have 3 different kinds of game modes. You have an instance dungeon, which is right at home in World of Warcraft. You fight through packs of goblins, defeat the captain, and clear the run. A survival wave mode where you and your companion try to survive until the end. And a raid boss that kind of seems like it's right out of Trial of the Crusader. You just show up and the boss is there. They all have different difficulty options with modifiers like stronger enemies, different conditions for dealing damage, and more. All 3 of these are fun as hell. I think the instance is my favorite, but I can definitely see the raid bosses becoming my favorite. Some other little quick things. There's a talent tree. You can boost your character's offensive and defensive capabilities, as well as empowering your companions. And it all takes place in this cute little Stormwind-looking hub world. I really enjoyed moving around here. I'm hoping maybe we can get like an Orgrimmar or a Silver Moon as the game goes forward. Here's my short kind of review of the game. It's fun as hell. It scratches that tanking itch perfectly. It's clearly made from love. It has a ton of references to MMO culture, especially in World of Warcraft. But even when playing the game for 5 minutes, and I've played it for more than 5 minutes, but even 5 minutes in, you can tell the developer focused mostly on the tank and all the aspects of the tank, and then kind of let the other stuff kind of wallow. Not wallow, but it all looks like it was taken straight out of the Unity store. The enemy mechanics are a little janky. Sometimes the goblins will just phase through the floor or phase through the wall and just decimate your companion, so that could be a little frustrating. Obviously, I mean, it'll get fixed throughout early access, but it's still something to note if you're going to buy this game in its current state. All in all, I'm excited for the game's future, which promises more companions, a new companion progression system, increasing party sizes, which is really great. I can't wait to play a 5 or a 10-man or even like a 25-man. God forbid a 40-man version of this game. It would be so much fun. And Koren feels the same way, saying, quote, "My grand vision for the game contains almost all of the systems you would expect from an MMORPG, but in a single-player environment, including the banter you might receive from your companion. Don't Lose Aggro is available now as an early access title for $9.99. To me, it's a must-have if you're an MMO fan, and I highly suggest picking it up. I'll see you next time. Take care."